Alright, welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to clean a reel that you might have just purchased, like an older reel. This one right here is a Mitchell Garcia 300 series, and I actually purchased this today at a yard sale. You can see Mitchell Garcia in fairly good condition. It had some junk line on it. Immediately took that off. You can see it hasn't been cleaned in forever, probably never cleaned. It is one of the originals, you can see there. Older model, but phenomenal reel if you can get it running right. But as you can see, set this back down. The reel is operational. It's the first thing you want to check whenever you're purchasing an older reel like this. Make sure that it is operational. See, it does have some kinks there, trying to go in reverse. But probably just because it's never been greased. But the bail still works great. So drag seems to be functioning properly. It does have a clicker there. So I'm going to show you today how to clean it. First thing you want to do is kind of get your basic tools together. What I do is I'll lay down a little rag. This is one of those micro rags that pick them up for a couple bucks at any store really. And I've got some real oil here. It's hot sauce, some Abu Garcia real lube. This stuff I've used it before. It's mildly okay. Not the best that you can buy, but it's pretty good if you're in a pinch. Of course, you'll need a scrub brush, bowl of water, some Dawn soap to degrease it, small screwdriver, and possibly a pair of pliers. And you may want to pick or another screwdriver for any springs that you may come into. But with this reel, you won't come into too much. So let me disassemble it, and I will show you the insides. All you'll need to do is unscrew the cap up here, and that will allow the bail to come out, or excuse me, not the bail, but the spool to come out. Then there'll be a nut also in there that you'll want to undo, and then there's 3 screws. Let's see, there's one on this side, one on the other, and one on the bottom of this particular reel. Not every reel is going to be the same, but bear with me 1 second. Alright, I've disassembled the reel here. You can see the insides there. Doesn't look too good. You can definitely see no one had ever greased this reel. However, the gears, see there, gears still look pretty good. As far as the guide plate here, still looks pretty good. Did have some grease on it. It was very used. Luckily for me, not a lot of corrosion, never salt water used. Like I said before, all the gears look phenomenal. But other than that, just needs a really good cleaning. And we should be just about all set to go. So one good thing about these older reels, and also one of the bad things about them, is it doesn't have an actual bearing like most reels do for the center pin here to go through. But it does have this channel that it fits right down into. So as long as you keep that heavily greased, it'll last you for many years. As you can tell, this reel is probably 30 or 40 years old. But anyways, I've got it all disassembled. Your next step will want to be take certain parts and anything loose that might fall off, like this gear right here and this little one up here. Any gears that might fall off, or any little springs that will be difficult to put back in, you might want to leave in. But all you'll want to do is just take those certain parts and let them soak in this soapy water. As you can see there, I put those in there. You may want to do this one part at a time. And let them soak for a little bit, loosen up some of that grease, and then that's where the little miniature scrub brush will come into handy. Be careful around springs or any fragile parts. And one little tip, whenever you're disassembling a reel, as you can see, I did it up here with the spool. As you take off a piece, put it down. The next piece that comes off, so on and so forth. If the bottom of the piece, like this one right here, the smooth section, it was actually down just like this on top of the reel, make sure you put it down that exact way, so when you pick it up, all you have to do is just set it on top. And you can see the way that the spool was assembled. This piece went on first, then the actual spool itself, then this little washer here, which is actually part of the drag system, your drag spring, and then your top. Same thing with this inside here. What I did was I took the pin out of the bottom, and then 2 screws off the drag plate. Drag plate will go here because that came out next. Then this main gear came out, and then I pulled the actual shaft out. And so You can just take your time with it and clean one piece at a time, and it will definitely help you to reassemble the reel in the correct way to have it function properly. Alright everyone, I've got everything cleaned up here. See, it's nice and shiny there. Inside here is a lot of caked grease in there, but got it relatively, for the most part, pretty spotless. Makes a huge difference. Alright, you can even see that came out real well. Whenever I was cleaning it, of course, I was inspecting to make sure that none of the parts were damaged. And now it's just a matter of greasing everything pretty heavily as you put it all back together. I believe that you can never really have too much grease. The only thing different that I'm going to do is with this drag system here, in between this plate and this plate, I'm actually going to put a little HT100 pin drag plate. They're the same size. You can actually put one on the bottom of this and just avoid this altogether, and that'll actually help increase your drag system there. But other than that, it's just a matter of putting it all back together and trying her out, making sure she works alright. Alright everyone, I've got the reel back together and nice and cleaned up. Still need to wipe it off some of my handprints because it kind of got a little greasy, but other than that, just to show you how everything came about. Set the phone down here. You can see it's working great, much smoother and quicker. Of course, the drag here, you're clicking. Of course, tighten it up. It's a little bit harder. So the drag system working great. And it's all good to go. And there you go, how to clean up a cheap flea market reel to be used again. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.